Hello guys, and welcome back to another Photoshop tutorial. This time I will teach you how to make bruises and wounds and also blood on your figure without damaging the figure itself, so you don't have to buy another spare figure just to customize it to battle damage. You can always use Photoshop. So first step here is we are going to create a new layer, and I will name it scratches because this is what we are going to add to this image, scratches. Then choose the brush tool and pick using the eyedropper tool, pick the darkest color on your figure skin. In this case it's Goku, so I'm going to pick the darkest color here, and we will use a small brush for this, so about 5 to 8 pixels wide. I'm going to use 8, and don't forget to pick the soft brush here and choose the brush mode to color burn and set the opacity to 20%, and then we're good to go. Now the fun part is adding the scratches on the image itself. So you can start randomly, it doesn't have to be in a certain angle. You can just start striking small lines, thin lines here and there, just to simulate the scratches that they usually have in the Dragon Ball Z manga or anime. And since this is in color burn mode, you can always cover your previous strokes with another stroke to make it a lot darker, a lot deeper. So if you want to make the wound look deeper, so you can just strike over your previous stroke. So I'm just doing random lines here. There's no need to be neat, just be creative. Be as creative as possible. You can brush anywhere you want. You can brush any shape you want, as long as it looks like it's been scratched or something. And then I'm going to add a little bit more here. Okay. So you don't have to do it in a certain angle, you can just strike it randomly. Just take your time and have some fun. Maybe not there, okay. So maybe I want this one a little bit darker. So, okay, so once you're done with the scratches, what you'll do next is add another layer below it. So under the scratches layer, you add another layer which we will call bruises, and this is the idea here is to simulate the effect you get when you get hit on the skin. So the purplish color you get when you are hit by something or someone, and the blood starts to freeze under your skin, starts to coagulate under your skin, making that purple color. So we will choose a purple color right here. We'll choose a dark one, and using the same brush mode, color burn, and also set the opacity to 20, and you will just start brushing. Oh, maybe that's too dark. We'll choose a brighter tone. So we'll start brushing under these scratches. So you can see it looks a lot better right now. It looks a lot more believable, right? Since this is an action figure, you have to make things a lot more believable, since this is a 3D object. And in the manga you can just have these striking patterns, these random strike patterns, and also in the anime to simulate the battle damage effect. But here on a 3D figure, you'll have to make it a lot more believable, so we are going to add the bruises here and there. And you can add the bruises near the scratches themselves. Doesn't always have to be under the scratches. You can always add it somewhere else. Just be careful not to add too much, because it can be overwhelming. And there we have it, a battle damaged Goku. So the next thing we want to do is to add blood. So how do we add blood? We'll add blood using the same technique, same brush mode, color burn, but now we're going to choose a red color. Blood is red, duh. And we will want to raise the opacity to about 40 or 50. I'll choose 45. And then we'll start to brush right here. Oh, maybe we'll create a new layer. Okay, so just brush very gently. And if you're not satisfied with the color, you can always rebrush it again. You can fiddle with the opacity if you think that's too dark or too vibrant or something. Now I'm just trying to make the blood appear darker on this side, just by clicking over and over again on top of the previous strokes. And then, since blood is a liquid, you need to have a little bit of highlight to make it look like liquid. So we'll choose the color dodge. So if color burn darkens the color, the previous color, color dodge does the opposite. So it makes the color more vibrant and more bright, makes the color a lot brighter. So if you strike it over and over again, you will create the highlights for the blood. And we'll rename this to blood. And there you have it. You have a perfect blood right there. Then you want to, if you think the blood color is too bright, you can always decrease the opacity to make it more believable. Or you can just adjust the hue or saturation to make it more believable. So I'm reducing the saturation right here, and there we have it. We have a realistically looking blood right there. And so this wraps up the tutorial I'm giving you today. I hope you learned a thing or two. So we're done. Now we will we'll group all of these layers together, name it practice, and we'll see the before and after. So this is the before image, and this is the after image after we added the wounds. So here I have plenty type of wounds that I made earlier today. You can always experiment with these kinds of battle damage wounds. It's really fun. And so that is the end of the tutorial right now. So today we've learned how to create scratches, bruises, and also a blood effect on your figure. Thank you for watching. I hope you learned a thing or two, and I'll see you in the next tutorial. Goodbye.